In this video, we will see how can we get the position of the cursor as an input. The goal of this application is to measure the distance between 2 points on a map. As for the components, we will use one edit field where we can display instruction for the user, one numeric edit field to get the scale, another numeric edit field that will be used to display the result, and a button that we will use to get a new measure. We will start by adding a startup function. The first thing we want to do is hide the button, the distance edit field, and its label. To do so, we use the syntax apt, then the name of the component we want to hide, .visible equals off. Then, we need to create a property for our image. So we add a private property. Here, we will use the imRead function, so we type imRead, then the name of our file. Now we can display the image. We need to use image, then the name of our global variable. We want to display some instructions for the user. We use add.editField.value equals. Now we need to get the cursor position input. To do so, we use the GInput function. This function stored the abscissa and the ordinate of the cursor the user clicks. We type x, y equals GInput 2. The 2 means that we want to record 2 positions. Now, we create a new property. It will be used for the scale. We will also create a global function. It will calculate the distance between 2 points. Now we will use it to calculate the distance of the scale. When we use a global function, its first argument has to be app. Now we will hide the scale edit field and its label, and we will display new instructions for the user. Now we want to get the position of the points between which we want to know the distance. As we did before, we use GInput. Now we can display the calculated distance in the distance edit field. The distance is calculated with a cross multiplication. We need to set the edit field and its label to visible. We also display new instruction for the user. Now we can close the image. Let's run the application. We can set up the scale. We need to enter the value of the scale and click on each side of the scale. Then we can try to calculate the distance between Le Puy and Paris. We just need to click on the 2 cities. The distance is displayed here. Now we would like to be able several distances. We add a callback function to the button. First of all, we need to set the button to visible. We type app.newButton.visible equals on. Now, we can copy and paste what we need in the button callback function. We want to display the image, then get the position of the cursor, then calculate and display the distance. Finally, we close the image. Let's run the application. We can still calculate the distance between 2 cities.